Okay, now, so if he's going to set up trade routes with some people from India, wherever the fuck that supposed to be at, he's supposed to find them by sailing across the water to the west. You right? They did tell him that if you sail too far to the west, you're gonna fall off the earth, right? He was like, no, we're not gonna fall off the earth. Now remember, Peter the Black is the navigator. This is what most people don't know. The navigator is the real leader on the ship. The captain is actually the second in charge. The navigator is the most important person on the ship. Without the navigator, you're going around in circles. So now, who's getting kicked out of, they're getting ready to start the Spanish Inquisition to purge Europe of these Moors. Who are they? They the Jews. The Jews is a royal family called Tudors. They was named Jews because they were the models of the jewelry that they would give the people that were their subjects to wear on their lapel pin in public. So that when they cross, like for instance, if one of my people cross your path, so you just don't take her as your wife, you need to see her lapel pin. You'll know what family and clan, and now you know who to ask about her in order to see if she's available. So they wear the Jews. The Jews is the jewelry that represent the Tudors, who is the Amun, or the unknown royal family, or the concealed royal family in Europe. Once they get into Switzerland, you seen when they last fought a war, now they got control of what you call international banking network. The network is not new. Now we go into find out why they got kicked out of Europe. We had to be able to identify why they got kicked out. So now what we looking at is the motive that they got kicked out takes us straight to something called Babylonian blood magic. When they was trying to kick them out of Europe, that statue was built to tell the story into the future, what they was doing. The statue is there for what you call architectural reading. According to religion, where do the devils supposed to come from? They originated in heaven. What happened to them in heaven? They got kicked out. Why they get kicked out? They tried to overthrow God. All right, now, that ended up sending them where? To Earth. So that means that if they own Earth, they came from someplace called heaven, Nibiru, this Enlil. Now remember, he's telling Jacob he's gonna promise him some land. They don't got no land. Why would they not have any land? They're not from here, because everybody from here got land because we tied to it. Jacob, what do Jacob mean? Supplanter, underminer. Okay, what's the story of Jacob? So they intended to describe exactly what Esau looked like. All right. Now, what's Jacob's name again mean? Supplanter, right? He said he came out holding on to his brother's heel. So his brother is Achilles. The Achilles story finds his weakness being his Achilles tendon on his heel, right? That's his weakness. Jacob is grabbing Esau, the red man, according to his weakness at his Achilles tendon. So they telling you that Jacob is undermining, he's cutting him off at the ankles, and he's catching him by the heel. What did he do when he came out? He tricked him out his birthright. Who's the trickster, right? Why is he tricking him? He's trying to get the birthright, right? Obviously, if Jacob is trying to steal the birthright from Esau, the hairy red man, or the red hair man, which is really a red hair woman, which is really Scotta, the Irish princess, the redhead princess, who gets treated like shit as the redhead stepchild of Europe. Now, what they do, why is they call her the stepchild? She the one gets stepped on. Who's stepping on her? everybody else that thinks she less than. She's the black sheep, right? All these stories tie together, right? So she the black sheep, she the one cast out. She's the rightful heir to the throne by birthright. So Jacob don't have a birthright right. So how do he try to get it? Undermine his brother. He tricked him for a bowl of soup. That means his brother was hungry. He manipulated him on an empty stomach. Instead of be my brother's keeper and give his brother a bowl of soup to feed and nourish him, he put conditions on it, a contract. That was for what we call his living trust. And I'm gonna show you in a minute how we know the difference in the two trusts. So he tricked him out of the living trust, so Esau left to go wander in the land. So Jacob stays home with his father, Isaac, and his mother. This is the right to stay home versus the right to leave. Esau got kicked out the house by his brother Jacob. So his father got to give a declaration, put it in the public domain, speak it out his mouth, that I give you my birthright, right? So now Esau's not there. The father is aware that Esau is the rightful heir. What do his mother do? She dressed him up in the fur coat and made him this favorite soup that Esau used to make him, right? He's flipping the soup back to his father in the conversion deal to seal the undermining of the birthright. Enlil's children don't got no birthright to nothing on earth because they ain't from here, right? So this lady that had twins, apparently one of them wasn't from the same father because they was fundamentally different, obviously at birth, which we know from science that a woman can give birth to twins from two separate fathers. Enlil's son and Isaac's son is obviously different in appearance, and Isaac, before his sight go, knows the difference. Yeah. So he know that the first one out, Esau, was his as soon as he seen him. The red hairy was the description. That's why they emphasize his name to be Edom. Edom, and that is also implying blood, Adama. Edom is the root word to Adama. They just slightly spelled different in the Hebrew language. So he's giving the blood right in a blood soup. He's using the blood right ritual to steal the birthright from his brother Esau, the red man. The loop is because it's gonna replay until somebody figure it out to unravel it. So the conquistadors get kicked out of Europe, set sail for the so-called New World to establish their empire once they claim the birthright of Esau, the red man. Here's the thing that we didn't catch. They repeating the story on our land. The Jacobins are the black Jews. Yeah. Dr. Ben wrote the book, We the Black Jews, or the Black Jacobins is what it was originally titled, meaning the underminers off the Red Lodge is coming for the birthright. The first thing they did when they got here is they gave us a Bible, right? We don't know how to read the fucking contract because they told us it was a religion. It's been our spirituality weaponized against us. They gonna play the contract out in real life in your face, but you're not gonna never see it because it's the actual pushing of the players on the earth using the book as the rule book.